Okay guys, Bernardo Faria here. Guys, I'm making this video here to share with you guys one story that I had happen in my career that helped me a lot. And as you guys know, the purpose of this channel is to help you in your jiu-jitsu journey, giving you tips and the techniques and this and that. So I think this story is gonna help you a lot. So I didn't break my arm in half, but when I was brown belt in one tournament, I completely dislocated my elbow. So you guys can even see that I can barely stretch my arm still. And the reason why was because I was fighting against my opponent and he hit me with an armbar and I didn't tap. Okay, and then I ended up dislocating my elbow. But that's not the message that I want to bring here to you guys. The message that I want to bring here to you guys is that that was probably the first and last tournament in my life that I kind of underestimated my opponent. So I remember that tournament, there was 7 people in the bracket only, and it was the Brazilian Nationals as a brown belt, and I was already in the semifinals. So I was one of those that would only do 2 matches instead of 3 matches. So I was picked to be in the semifinals. And I remember that when I saw the brackets, I knew a few names in my brackets, and I knew one person that was in the other side in the brackets that I would probably meet that person in the finals. That was really good, but I had just submitted him like 1 month before in the Rio de Janeiro States tournament. So when I saw the brackets and I saw that I didn't know the first match the first guy that I would compete against, I didn't know him, I didn't know the name. So I kind of thought in my mind, I was like, oh, this is gonna be an easy match. And then I'm gonna go to the finals. And I guess the guy that I was thinking about, that I had beat him like 1 month before. And I guess that easy match, I pulled the guy to the half guard, I got a sweep, and then I was on top. He hit me for an omoplata, and then when he was about to sweep me, he was coming on top, I turned on the knee, and he jumped on my arm with an armbar. And I could barely believe that he got the armbar, and I was like, oh my God. And then I didn't tap, and my elbow completely dislocated. I remember that when I was in the gymnasium, I had to, they took me to the ambulance on the bed. I could not even stand up. And when I would move my arm up, my forearm would fall. So someone had to literally like carry my forearm. And so I completely dislocated my elbow. I had to go to the hospital. It was the most painful day in my entire career. I remember that when I was in the ambulance, they gave me a towel. And I was like, why this towel? And then my friend was holding my arm, my friend João Liberato. And then they was like, that's for you to bite. So I was feeling so much pain that I had to bite the towel in order to minimize the pain. And that was like one of the biggest lessons I ever got in my career. Was like never underestimate your opponent. I don't even consider I was like I was underestimating him. I was thinking that I would win that match because I didn't know him. So I was probably, oh, if I don't know him, he might not be that tough, because I knew everybody in jiu-jitsu. So it was a huge lesson in my career. So that's why I wanted to share with you guys. Never underestimate anyone. And then after that, I even started believing like in jiu-jitsu, almost like anytime I would compete against someone, I would always put in my mind that I can beat that person. I can win that match. Doesn't matter who was the person. Could be anybody in the world. I always believed that I could beat that person, but I also believed that I could lose the match. So after that thing happened when I was brown belt, any person I was competing against, I would think like, I can win this match, but I gotta be very like aware of everything, because I can also lose the match. And that type of mindset helped me out a lot, because I was always ready and I was always believing myself, but I was also very humble always. So I always was humble to understand that any person could beat me, any person could tap me, any person could hurt me. So that would create so much awareness on what I was doing, that I think that was such like a huge deal in my career, and I learned in the worst way. So that's why I want to share it with you guys. And I think it doesn't matter if you're a professional athlete, or if you do jiu-jitsu just as a hobby, or if you're just training, or if you're competing as a hobby. I think like never underestimate anyone, you know, like, and I have other episodes in my life as well that I tapped to blue belts, I tapped to purple belts, and that was always normal when I was training. And then I would always sum it all together and think like, yeah, man, if this guy stepped me in the training, if I got hurt when I was brown belt, anything can happen. But I would always try to work on my optimist side as well, always thinking like I can also beat the toughest guy in the world. I can always beat whoever is the champion. I can also, so I would always like balance like confidence with being humble and knowing that everything could happen, you know, like. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I always try to think about stuff that I should share with you guys that could like improve your jiu-jitsu journey as a jiu-jitsu hobbyist, as a practitioner, and also as a competitor. So I think that was a huge deal for me, and I just wanted to share with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I think that's about it. And make sure to check, or if you don't know BJJ Fanatics yet, make sure to check that out. I hope you know, and I hope you have checked BJJ Fanatics before. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTube Faria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.